So we're going to show you how to hook up the microphone in this 2006 Acura TSX. We'll be tapping two wires behind here on the hands-free factory module. And to do that, we'll be popping off this trim, and then we'll show you what wires to connect to. First step, we'll be popping up this piece of trim right here. To do that, we're just going to use our pry tool. We're going to come underneath it and pry up. And then we're just going to work our way down to pop all the clips. And then there's a clip right here and one on the opposite side. And you just have to kind of push to get those loose. And then from there, we're going to pull up and it should come out. So now we need to pull off this panel to access the hands-free module. But first, we're going to pull off this top piece here to make it a little easier. And that just pulls straight down like this and then pulls out towards you. And then from here, this panel just pulls off as well. There are these little clips here for the weather trim. So just pull that back a little bit. And from here, we'll just pop this off. And you're going to want to pull on the bottom down here and then the top up here. And that's because the two clips are on top and on bottom. So this right here is our hands-free module. And we're going to be unplugging this plug right here. And it's just got the clip on top, and then you can just wiggle it to get it loose. And we're going to need to connect to the factory microphone wires, which are all the way over here. It's this yellow and brown wire, and we'll show you how to connect to those next. So now we want to connect to our wires here. The yellow one is our negative, and the brown next to it is going to be our positive. And we're going to be using the P-taps here to connect to them. So we're going to unscrew the bottom, and I'm going to put that around the brown wire first, just like that. And then this will screw onto here, and that'll be just piercing the wire barely, but that'll give us a connection for the microphone. And the top part here, I'm gonna unscrew. And then now we're ready to put our wire into that. And so I've got my positive wire right here. I'm gonna put that through this. And then the wire, we just wanna kind of coil up a little bit. Just enough that it'll get caught in here and make a solid connection. There we go. And once the top's in, you're just gonna screw to tighten it down. And now we've got the positive wire connected for the microphone. Now we'll connect our negative. Now we're ready to connect our microphone negative here, the yellow wire. We're gonna do the same with it. We'll put our P-tap lower part around that. Tighten the needle in. And then we'll remove the top, put our wire through here. And then we will coil this up so it'll fit inside. And there we go. So now we've got these connected. We can go ahead and plug this back in. There we go. And then from here, we're just going to route the microphone plug all the way up to the V-line here in the glove box, and we'll show you that. To route the microphone wire up to the V-line, we have the glove box dropped here, and we've got the wire here, and then we're just going to zip tie it across this wire up here, this loom, and then we'll run it down with the rest of our wiring. So now we've got the wire ran for the microphone. We can go ahead and put everything back together. This will just slide right back into place. And then you kind of have to feel for the holes back here. There we go. And then we'll move on to putting this in place next. And this has two little rods here, and there's two little slots in the back. You want to make sure you get those in first, and then you can push up. Go. So this will be going in next, and we need to put the weather strip back on right here first. And this will just push right down into place. Just got to make sure you line it up properly. And then if it doesn't feel like it's in the right spot, make sure you check right here and push to make sure this clipped in. Otherwise it'll be a little loose and it'll pop out really easy.